Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode here on the Shamblecraft server. So, we have actually reached episode 20, and that is just absolutely amazing. I was honestly kind of thinking I would probably go tired by episode 5, but here we are, episode 20, still going strong, and still making a lot of progress. So as you can see, this place is still a death trap, so that is something we need to work on today. And what I've done since I turned off the camera for episode 19, I've sort of finished this section in the middle, the bridge here, so that now looks a bit better. Did forget to time-lapse that, sadly, but I mean, you're probably tired of my time-lapses anyway. But more importantly, I've done a bunch of resource gathering. So we got a bunch of purple concrete, we got even more purple concrete here, plus I got a shulker box over there. Also, we got a bunch of blue terracotta, thanks to our new mining dimension. That really makes it a lot easier to get, that sort of thing. And we also managed to do some planning for what should be finishing up the storage system, because what we need to do, and that is sort of what I'm thinking for this episode, is I want to use episode 20 to, as much as possible, finish this room. You see? Death trap. Absolute death trap. So let's just do that. So the plan is, I really want to get this room here done, and that means finishing everything we need to put in the Supersmelter, finishing everything we need to sort of finish up the walls, so that when we are near the end of episode 20, I want to have a fully functioning Supersmelter and a fully functioning storage system. But yeah, hopefully we're going to be able to do just that. I also need to light this place up because Sammy was just here 5 minutes ago getting some netherrack, and as she pointed out, and as Johnny is pointing out, as most people on this server has pointed out, my base, just like all of my builds, they tend to become death traps. So maybe that can be the goal for today, turning this death trap into the base I want it to be. So we need to finish these walls. We need to decide on how we want the Supersmelter to look and function. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do. And also, I'm thinking we need to finish this corner section over here, which is where we're going to have the elevators, where we're going to have the item droppers. That's where we're going to be, that's where you're going to be dropping your shulker boxes. We're going to have the input chest for the storage system. That's sort of going to be the business end of the storage system, in the way that that's going to be where you drop off your items. So hopefully we're going to be able to take care of that today. That is actually a good height. I think we're going to work on that height. But yeah, so I'm going to work on that for a while. I'm going to hit time-lapse mode, and once we've finished all the idle work, we can get started on doing some redstone. Well, alrighty then, viewers. As you can see, we've actually gotten a lot done. We now have all of the purple walls in up top. We have the sea lanterns and glass all around it for lighting. And we also have all the terracotta going around downstairs. So now, this place should be, as far as I can tell, fully lit. All that remains now, we can see we've put the carpets there. We're going to remove the end rods up there, and we're going to put carpets there as well, to make sure that it is illuminated in the same way all over. So what remains now really is, well, over here we have this hole in the wall. This is where we're going to do the Supersmelter, and the Supersmelter itself, of course, is going to be hidden in the wall here, and it's going to work in the way that we're going to have an input chest, and we're going to have coal input, fuel input, and output. And the other thing that I really want to do is I wanted the ability to flick a lever so that if you want to, you can have it go directly into the storage system. However, that will require me to think about sorting, because you see, one potential issue that we could have here is where do we want the different items to go. So if I jump down here, because I haven't really made a way down yet, the item sort of input is going to be over here. But yeah, so we're going to have the items flowing in through here. They're going to go in here, into the water stream here, and then zoom past all the item filters, and then it's going to go down like this, across like this, down here, and finally it's going to end up in the overflow that is going to be here. While here we're going to have some shulker storage. Here we have the elevators. I've actually finished most of this as well. You can see that most of this is starting to look good. This is sort of a backroom hallway thing that I haven't really figured out how I want to do yet. I mean, this is going to be the elevators going up to the living quarters. They're going to be here. So zoom up there and you're going to down there. Over on this side, we're probably going to do elevators just leading up to the floor above. And this is also where we're probably going to be doing, I'm guessing in the middle here, we're going to have elevators going down into the mine shafts. Because somewhere around here, we're going to have to do, the entrance and exit for the mining operation. So that's fun. But anyway, that is basically next on the list. We need to do the dropper system that's going to be up here. That's going to put items in here. And that brings me to the sorting issue I was talking about. So, as you can see here, I've already put in all the item frames, and I've started putting in some objects sort of to plan this out. So we have 2 slots here for stone, 2 slots for cobblestone, and then 1 slot each for the remaining sort of common objects. And then we're going to have the different types of wood. We're going to have the other sort of standard blocks that you will find, like sandstone, glass, clay, all of that. I was thinking over here to do valuables like iron, gold, lapis, redstone, all of that over here, and then the more uncommon blocks over here. The reason for that is that, I mean, if I can, yeah, you can probably see it from here. Up there, in that section there, that is where I want to do the farms, because then it's going to be symmetrical with the living quarters over on this side. So up there, that is where we're going to be putting the farms, and they are going to be deposited into this corner. And that means that all the loot from the farms is going to have to go into this section. And that includes melons, pumpkins, and the sort of things that you would, get from farms. I'm not going to be bothering with iron farms, gold farms, anything like that, seeing as we have a very good public iron farm on the server. And also, we have, and that's actually a brand new build, we have a public gold farm. And in fact, I had a sneak peek at that the other day. So here's me cutting to some footage that we pre-recorded showing off the gold farm. Okay, viewers who join me here in the Nether, And the reason that we're here is because Johnny is going to show me the new community gold farm. And as you can see... how many chests is this?
There's nearly a double chest worth of chests up there, including all the hoppers.
Good grief.
So, yeah, this is the community gold farm, or will be very shortly. There's a few little bugs and tweaks that I've got to work out with it, but step inside, there will be all sorts of piglin drops, because the piglin, the gold ingots get sent straight to the piglin. Gold ingots and gold nuggets will come down here, although you will have to provide your own fuel to get the gold nuggets, because the gold nuggets come from smelting.
Okay.
Because I've decided that since I built this, I put quite a lot of effort into it. I thought I would keep the gold nuggets for myself. If you fly up, you will see the technical side of it.
Ah, I missed. Give me a second. Oh, I missed again. Give me a second. There we ow.
If you go to this end, you'll be able to walk off.
Hey, look at that.
Because yes, I have done that myself enough times that I've made a path for it.
Okay.
So I separate off the gold nuggets on one side, and if you have a look in this stack of chests, you will see how many gold nuggets I've got so far.
Good grief. Okay, so you're not short on gold.
I'm not short on gold, but if we go up this set of stairs, you will see I'm missing something up here. I should, behind this glass, have a piglin.
Ow, I fell down.
No. Should, behind this glass up here, have a piglin, and it died, unfortunately. So,
So in there.
So in there should be a piglin.
Okay.
During my modifications to make it like sort of safe downstairs and look reasonable downstairs, he died.
You kinda accidentally killed him.
So yeah, I'm going to give you some snowballs because you might want some in a moment. And if you pop back down, sneak up through there and go all the way to the top.
And then just start throwing snowballs.
And throw a snowball at a nearby pigment.
And I fell down! I'm falling down! No! Jesus Christ.
Well fucking done, Farley.
I'm so glad I recorded that.
I did say that it wasn't quite safe yet.
I mean, you did. Okay, heading back up. Still recording. I'm just going to have to do some clever editing.
Yeah.
Because this gold farm visit is just too good to not not include.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I just need to do some clever editing.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so let's keep going. So once I'm up, close the bottom trapdoor.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Do not attack the Pac-Man gang to start the farm unless snowballs.
Yes.
Clyde. So basically, Blinky, Clyde, Inky, Pinky, Inky, Binky, and Clyde.
Yeah. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde, yes.
So just throw a snowball at one of them.
Yep. And stand there and wait about 10 seconds.
Oh, dang. Ow! Don't punch me, you little prick.
Shouldn't be able to get at you if you stood on the middle of the...
Yeah, the thing is, I stepped to the side slightly.
Problem is, Falcon's new.
But yes. Oh, I opened the door by accident.
That happens.
So basically now it will just continuously flow in.
Yeah, and you get about 400 levels for being up there for about 12 hours.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty then.
Less than an hour to get 100 levels.
That's good. So yeah, there you have it. The gold farm that Johnny is working on, that should be publicly available pretty soon, meaning we now have most of the resources we need well covered. But yeah, so with the gold farm shown off, I think it's time we get started on the remaining projects. So we have 2 big projects left that I really want to take care of in this episode. That is the item dropper system and the Supersmelter. Then I sort of have to put in all the item filters, and that is going to take a while. So who knows? This might end up stretching over 2 episodes. So I think, since we can't really use this before we have the item filters anyway, I think the Supersmelter can be a good way to go, because what we can do, we can make the Supersmelter and sort of prepare how that is going to be, because as you can tell here, we have a lot of space to work with behind this, and I really want this to look simple and easy. So if we have a framework in front here, I would love to have just basically 1 chest here, 1 chest there, 1 chest there, 3 chests, 3 double chests, double chest for fuel, double chest for fuel, double chest for input, double chest for output. That's it really. And what I would love to do is to use blast furnaces. The problem is, if I'm not mistaken, if you put things into blast furnaces that don't go with blast furnaces, they don't smelt at normal speed. They just don't smelt at all. Which is risky, because it would be nice to just put in blast furnaces and take advantage of the extra speed when applicable. But it would be a gamble if it doesn't work. So we're going to have to do some testing with that. And once we've done that, we can start working on this. And I'm thinking, just to sort of have it stick out, we're going to use the terracotta, because we haven't used the terracotta too much now. And the rest of this room has turned quite purple. So I'm thinking terracotta can be a very good looking palette for this section right here. So yeah, I'm gonna do some testing, and then we'll get started on the Supersmelter. Okay, attempt number 3. Flicking the lever. Okay, looks promising so far.
Other than the ones without fuel, yeah.
Did it run out of fuel?
Yeah, there were some that got a full inventory full of cobblestone because of where they're minecart start.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so basically this will now go until... But it is not depositing fuel right now, I can tell. Oh, I know why. I haven't pushed the fuel button.
Nope.
There we go. Maybe I should put that on a lever as well.
That would make sense.
Okay, so fuel is now on a lever instead, so it should now be refueling as well.
It all appears to be working.
Woohoo! Well, that's cool. Well, okay then, viewers. I guess we are almost done. So, first of all, thank you very, very much, Johnny, for helping out. As you can see, we are almost there. So, not entirely sold on the final look of this. I might do some sort of changes, and I'm also going to put in an ender chest and some stuff here. But yeah, this is pretty much it. So, very simple. Input goes in the top chest, output comes in the bottom chest. You put fuel in here. I need to put a sign about that. And then, if I go back here, it's not 100% fully working yet. There's some fine-tuning to be done. So that's going to have to be done so that this works as it should. For instance, one of the problems, I suppose, that this one doesn't stop where it should. I should have fixed that now by removing some of the powered rails. I need to put this redstone back. So yeah, let me explain this, how this works. So, this bait is based on a combination of hoppers and hopper minecart. So basically, the input chest has a hopper minecart there that siphons item from the chest and then deposits it around this entire array. Same goes for the fuel chest. That one comes up from the side here and goes around on the back. And then we have another hopper minecart that runs underneath all the furnaces, picking it up and dropping it in the output chest. And to make sure that it actually does that, what we've done here, we have added a delay, so that whenever you actually, whenever this hopper minecart activates this detector rail, it sends a pulse through a bunch of delays before it powers it up again, meaning that it will have time to deposit items before it goes. So yeah, this is about 99% functional. There's some fine-tuning for speed and stuff that needs to be done. One of which would be that we really need this bottom section here to probably have a hopper minecart instead of a hopper in the back here. Because right now it is pulling the items a bit slow. And that means we might have to take the input chest and move down into the floor. But I guess that's fine. But yeah, so that is the Supersmelter pretty much ready. Yeah, very happy with that. But with that, looking at the time, I think it's time for me to say thank you very, very much for watching this episode. We didn't have time to do the item dropper system. That's going to have to wait until the next episode or the episode after that. Because in the next episode, we actually have a whole bunch of community stuff that needs doing. And also, we got some terraforming jobs. So I will be back in the next episode. And then we will be looking into doing more work on this base, doing some terraforming jobs, and also doing some community upgrades. So that should be a fun one. But for now, thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye!